afternoon. I'm Shawnee Au, and this is One News Now. One senator was surprised at the decision of National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon to retain Antonio Parlade Jr. as NTF-ELCAC spokesperson. Man Los Baños joins us live from Rizal for more details. Hi, Man. What can you tell us about this?
Yes, Sean, Senator Ping Lacson was dumbfounded upon learning that NTF-ELCAC spokesperson Antonio Parlade Jr. will stay despite his controversial red tagging streak in the past months. Lacson told reporters that there is an air of arrogance with National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon after deciding to retain Parlade. The senator recalled an April 27 conversation with Defense Secretary Delfin Lorenzana, who said they will ease out Parlade from NTF-ELCAC. Lacson expected Parlade to be relieved sooner, which is why it came as a surprise that Esperon kept him, and even added 6 more spokespersons for the Anti-Communist Task Force. The senator also claimed that Esperon committed to relieve Parlade before or just before he retires on July 26. Lacson said that he already asked Esperon about the retainment of Parlade when he could rehire him after his retirement. The senator adds that through this, there will be no provisions in the Constitution that will be violated. Lacson also warned that the NTF-ELCAC's decision will cost them, noting that he was the NTF-ELCAC's most reliable ally in Senate as he is the principal sponsor of their annual budget. Recall that the Senate adopted a resolution censuring the NTF-ELCAC spokesperson. Senators also repeatedly warned that Parlade's appointment as NTF-ELCAC spokesperson is unconstitutional, as no active member of the armed forces should be appointed to a government civilian position. Meanwhile, Senate Minority Leader Franklin Drilon said that the upper chamber will continue to question Parlade's appointment, as well as the use of 14.6 billion pesos for anti-insurgency funds instead of utilizing the amount for cash assistance. Senator Drilon also said that having 8 spokespersons for a mere task force is unprecedented. Senator Drilon also said that it only reinforces the fear that the NTF-ELCAC might be a propaganda machine. Parlade has yet to react to these statements from the senators. Sean?
Thanks for that update from Rizal. That was Man Los Baños of News 5. In other news, one doctor says the public has become more careless in following minimum health standards more than a year into the COVID-19 pandemic. In an interview with the Chiefs, DOH Technical Advisory Group member Anna Ong Lim said that people no longer have the fear of unknown, unlike last year. She added that the public could be ignoring health protocols because they have lost patience with the prolonged lockdowns. Lim made this remark in light of the illegal pool party in Caloocan City over the weekend, which drew hundreds of visitors.
Siguro yung takot ng tao dun sa unknown last year, iba na ngayon. Parang nakampante na tayo lahat di ba? Parang nalampasan na natin yung 1 taon, dito pa naman tayo. So siguro mas may lakas ng loob ang mga tao. That's what I would say, no? In all aspects. Kaya nagta-translate nga sa behavior.
And one infectious disease expert is confident that some COVID-19 vaccines are effective against the more infectious variants present here in the Philippines. In an interview with the Chiefs, Dr. Ron Jean Solante of San Lazaro Hospital cited various studies abroad where the variants were detected. Solante said that based on data, Pfizer and Moderna vaccines are, quote, good enough for the variants from the UK, South Africa, and Brazil.
Although there is some decrease in the ability of the antibody produced by this vaccine to neutralize the variants, but it's not totally significantly affected by this variant.
We're going to pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Stay with us. You are still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Agriculture and consumer groups are planning to boycott the Agriculture Department's National Food Security Summit next week. For the details, Shyla Francisco joins us over the phone. Hi, Shy. How many groups are planning to boycott and why are they going to do that?
Sean, the Samahang Industriya and Agrikultura said around 100 groups won't be attending next week's Food Security Summit as they doubt that it will be a, quote, real consultation on the plight of the agriculture sector. The groups noted that the event is a little too late as damage has been done to the sector. For the United Broilers Raisers Association, the summit is just a show to make it look like the DA is listening to stakeholders. The groups also argued that the summit will just be used to defend the importation policy of the government. They claim that importation will not necessarily equate to lower prices, as evident in the poultry and rice sectors. The groups also warned that this could damage the industries in the long run. The groups fear the summit may be similar to past consultations, where the DA will just force its own policies without considering suggestions from the stakeholders. They are planning to stage a protest instead to urge the DA to prioritize local pork production. Agriculture Secretary William Dar said 16 regional food security summits have been done last month. Dar is also asking stakeholders to give the summit a chance, assuring them that everyone will be given a chance to air their concerns. Sean, Malacanang also announced that President Duterte has signed Executive Order 133, which specifies the minimum access volume of imported pork as agreed upon by the Senate and economic managers. Duterte has also declared a state of calamity due to the African swine fever for one whole year. Sean?
Thanks for giving us that update. Stay safe out there. Shyla Francisco reporting to us live over the phone. Vaccine hesitancy is still rampant among millions of people, including medical professionals in Hong Kong. Let's find out why in this Bloomberg Quick Take.
Basically, they're hesitant for a number of reasons. We obviously had these unprecedented protests here in 2019. That was followed by Beijing and the authorities here cracking down on Hong Kong's freedoms. And that has really generated this atmosphere of distrust between the public and government. And so when the government tries to do any sort of policy, whether it's testing people for COVID, locking down buildings because of positive cases, or in this case, trying to vaccinate people, in a lot of places, the public just doesn't trust what the officials are up to. They think there's some kind of hidden agenda, or they just doubt what the messaging is from the government. So when the government says the vaccines are safe, people don't believe it. You also have this sort of pressure cooker environment here where the government, because of low trust, is being ultra transparent with talking about all the side effects, the adverse events that have happened, even if they're extremely minor, like nausea or a sort of minor hospitalization. All of that stuff gets reported by the government. It all gets reported in the media. And then you have people getting spooked and really basically sort of misallocating risk and reward here, thinking that the vaccine is deadlier than getting COVID. And you have to remember, in Hong Kong, we have very, very low case counts. Some days there's 0 cases, some days just a handful. And people are worried about side effects. They're consulting with their doctors who are being ultra cautious and saying, don't get the vaccine. You see a lot of medical professionals here also not getting the vaccine. It's a very confusing situation for a developed city like Hong Kong.
For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.